Crafty Monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to go ahead and make a treat box. And this treat box, we're going to go ahead and do a little spin on it and make it out of a die. I know, guys. A lot of the times we do treat boxes and I try to make them without dies or cutting machines. So like that, everybody could join in and participate in these craft projects. But sometimes, one day or another, I like to go ahead and use my little dies because, again, you know, I did purchase them and I don't want them to just be sitting there without being used. So we're going to go ahead and use that. So today we're going to go ahead and use this little Chinese takeout box, which is super duper cute. I mean, I call them the Chinese takeout boxes because these are normally what you see at a Chinese restaurant, which are my ultimate favorites. Chinese and Thai. Oh my god, guys, do not even get me started with Thai food. Love Thai food. And also, apparently, I just kind of branched off to some Filipino food, and oh my god, super delicious. One of my really good friends is a Filipina, and she's the one that actually got me started on eating Philippine food, and I actually love it. It is so freaking delicious. But anyways, guys, so we always get those little takeout boxes whenever we take our food to go or our little leftovers. So we're definitely going to use this little die. This is the little die that we're going to use. I have used it before in the past, but we are going to use it today, and we are going to make some Halloween treat boxes. This is by Echo Park, but I know that there's some of these little dies and all over the place. L'Enfant makes some. Who else makes some? I believe Sizzix makes some. And what is that other one that I'm like, it's like literally stuck in my head. Oh, Stampin' Up. So I know all of these little companies make these little treat boxes or these little takeout box dies. So you probably could find them somewhere. You just definitely have to look them up on either just your Google Explorer, and that will do the whole entire search. Or you guys could just search for them on Amazon and eBay. This one I purchased it on Amazon. So that's where I got this one from. But, anywho, we're going to go ahead and make some little Halloween treat boxes out of this little die set. So, I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo-boos. So, let's get down and dirty, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So... oh my god, Jesse, you need to stop. So anyway, this is the little die set that we are going to be using, and it is by Echo Park. And this is a little takeout box, little die. I know I was calling it a Chinese takeout box, but because to me that is a little Chinese takeout box, and I think they are super duper adorable. And so we're gonna go ahead and just cut our 110-pound cardstock. I'm picking a white cardstock by Recollections, and I'm gonna go ahead and just cut that in half, just so that it fits right here on our Sizzix cutting machine. And we're going to go ahead and place that die in the very center of that paper. Make sure that you don't get any of the die out of the paper, so it cuts it. I like to just kind of save as much as paper as I can. You guys already know that I'm pretty frugal, so I figure that I could probably get a sentiment out of the bottom part of that paper. I know, he just does not like to waste paper. So anyway, right here, I'm just going to go ahead and just cut all of these. Now, you do need 2 of them per box, so it's one sheet of whatever 11 by 8.5, and you're going to get 1 box out of that sheet. But you do have to cut it in half in order for it to fit through your little Sizzix machine. So right here we just have our little label that goes in the front of this little takeout box, and it came with this die set as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it out of this color cardstock. Now you guys already can tell that I've been cutting out that same little label out of the same cardstock. So we've already made a few boxes before this, my little crafty monsters. I just decided to show you guys how I made them. So so that's what we're doing right here. And so now I'm just putting my little dies away. Now we get to go ahead and stamp and ink the edges of these little takeout boxes, which I think is super duper cute. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and fold all of the creases. And the reason why I want to fold all these creases is because when we ink the edges, this is going to make it a lot easier. You guys will see once I start inking the edges. But we're also going to go ahead and stamp these little guys with some different Halloween sentiments. And the reason why is because I just kind of wanted to give it a little bit something, so it's not just plain white You guys could definitely use any kind of DSP paper to make these boxes, and you probably don't have to do that, but sometimes we have dies that we want to kind of use because we haven't used them in a while, and making your own little DSP paper kind of works a lot better. Please excuse that noise in the background. That's Cleopatra playing with a bag, of course. Um, you know how it is. Just like the kids, they always come out to play when you need them to be quiet. So we're gonna go ahead and just pull out these little stamps. These little stamps, I picked them up at Michael's. They're just like individual little block stamps, and I think they're super cute. And I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp these onto this little paper. Actually, you know what, to tell you the truth, I think these were a gift. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think they were a gift. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use them to make my own little DSP paper. And I'm using all 3 little sentiments, and I'm kind of like just doing them here and there where I know that they are going to actually show. Now that little part where it's folded like a triangle, that part you're not even going to see it. So don't even worry about stamping the inside of that. But, you know, you could if you want to, guys. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. I'm just saying that it would be a waste of ink and time because it's going to be hidden. But anyway, this part, you don't have to do it too perfect because it is kind of like a little sentiment just throwing all over on the little box. And, you know, they're super cute. And so, like always, I like to clean my stamps and dry them before I put them away so that they're ready for the next use. And right here, we're just going to go ahead and use our Distress ink. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Vintage Photo. And I'm going to go ahead and just fold those little creases like I told you, and I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges just to make this box look a little bit more dirty, a little bit more used and stuff. Just give it that little Halloweeny look, because you guys know we'd love to make everything look Halloweeny. I love that word. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and just do that. Ink our edges on all of our little pieces. Now, just remember, guys, that little inside part that's going to be folded, you guys don't have to worry about that because nobody's really going to see that. So right here, we are completely done. And now what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and just start putting these little boxes together and building these little bad boys so that we can get down to the decorating. Now, we're also not going to get too crazy on the decorating because my whole idea was that we were going to go ahead and make these boxes to show you guys that you guys can make a box really fast in case you guys need like a little speedy box to give to somebody or to give a little gift card or whatever it is that you guys want to use these for. And right here I'm just using tear and tape, and I'm going to go ahead and put tear and tape on all the areas that need to be glued. You could go ahead and use liquid glue. I'm just going to use the tear and tape because I have it offhand and because it's just, you know, it's because it's there. And so I'm going to go ahead and just do that, and then I will show you guys how to put these little bad boys together. I like to go ahead and put the bottom parts first and kind of center those off. When you kind of ink the edges right here, it kind of makes it a lot easier for you to line up that little box in the bottom. Once you go ahead and do that bottom part, then go ahead and do the little side tabs and attach those to the box. There's 2 of those on each side. And then there you go, you have your box already built. So then go ahead and do that to as many little boxes as you guys want. Like I said, I love to do assembly style so that you guys could go ahead and, you know, bring out and do a lot of production of these little boxes in case you guys need to do a lot of these. But anywho, so once you guys have these little tabs and the box all together, you could go ahead and take off the tabs from that folded little crease part in the middle part, and then you can go ahead and just build that box. Now you don't have to, but that does hold the box together, so it does help it. So I definitely would glue that little part. Originally the real takeout boxes, they're not glued, so you could open them up and use them as a plate, just in case you guys didn't know. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and just glue those because the box will keep opening by itself unless you crease it really good. It's really up to you guys. I would rather just put some adhesive on that. So I'm just using my little bone folder to kind of varnish that little area to make sure that there is great contact between that tear and tape and the other side of that little box. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that all the way around till my box is built. These are super cute and they're super little. You guys don't have to like go crazy on the candy because they are small and they fit quite enough candy for a person, but you know, not that much, if that kind of makes sense. So it holds a lot, but not that much. How about that? So anyways, like I've always said, boo-boo, I understand myself in my head. So I forgot to go ahead and ink these edges, so I brought out that vintage photo again, the distress ink, and I just went ahead and hit the edges with that just to kind of make that little label pop. You guys will see right now. And then we're going to go ahead and just attach those to the very front. Pick a front part of your little box. You know, whenever you guys make boxes, there's always going to be one side that looks better than the other. So go ahead and just do that because you want that to be the front part of your little box. And then we're going to go ahead and just start to decorate it. Now I do want to use these little black cats, and I like to use this little silver string because it kind of gives it like a little shimmer kind of. You guys have seen me do this on my little embellishments and stuff like that, and you could definitely do the same thing when you're doing little tree boxes. It just gives it that little silver kind of shimmer. You guys can't really pick it up on the camera, but honestly in real life they do look really cute. And so just go ahead and wind it around your little fingers and just attach it to your little sticker or whatever it is that you're gluing onto your little box, and it just kind of gives it something, a little dimension as well too. Not to mention it kind of almost looks like a little, you know, cats love to play with yarn and stuff, and so it just goes perfect. So these are some little Tim Holtz dies that I purchased from Sizzix, and they're just little bats, and so we went ahead and we cut out a few bats, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add one bat on the right hand top corner, and this is just to kind of give it a little something else to look at. The bat's little wings are going to be a little bit off on the box, but you know what, I felt that actually looked pretty cute, so I like that the wings are a little set off of the box, and so they're kind of like a little 3D dimension. We're also going to have to bring out some enamel dots because I love to add these little dots. So if you guys haven't seen a video, there is a video of me showing you how to make these little enamel dots out of some beads, so go ahead and check that video out. It is in my video libraries, and because these are not sticky and these are homemade, they have no little adhesive on the bottom of these, so I use my E6000 to glue these onto any little surface, and trust me when I tell you guys that E6000 really holds on to these little bad boys, so they will not go anywhere. And I'm just going to go ahead and put one in each corner of that little label just to kind of give it a little something. On the corner where the bat is, you don't have to put it there because the bat's actually covering that, so you only need 3 per box, and that just kind of gave it that little extra oomph on that little box, which I think these boxes came out super duper cute. And this is what they look like closed, and then that's what they look like open. And so how cute are these, guys? Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make those little tree boxes with that die. It is super duper easy. The die is the one that makes most of the work for you. All you are really doing is just putting that little bad boy together and then decorating it. Decorating it also could be a little bit hard sometimes. I mean, like, come on, you know? But it is super easy to make. I hope you guys get inspired if you guys already have this little die set, or if you guys are thinking of getting this little die set. It is a super duper cute little tree box, and it's not really that big. You guys already saw, so you guys don't have to like fill them up with candies and stuff like that, and you could fill them up with all kinds of other good little treats and stuff like that. It would be really, really cute. So I hope you guys get inspired to make some of these, and if you guys do make any little takeout box treat boxes, that's a tongue twister. Any takeout treat boxes, definitely share with us on our Instagram and our Facebook, Paper to Masterpiece. We would love to see all your guys' creations. So definitely share with us on our social media. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs. Because I know BFs is good, boo-boo. I know it is. But BFFFF is even better. So you guys definitely want to be my BFFs. Hit that little bell icon. Hit that little... Well, my head does look like a bell, so I guess it's kind of the same. So hit that too, boo. Hit that and hit the little bell icon because you guys definitely don't want to be missing out on new content. You guys, I'm going to be making a lot of new content, so you do not want to be missing out. Share and tell a friend because your friends also need to know how fabulous these tutorials are, because something this good, boo-boo, cannot be kept a secret. You know that already, so definitely share and tell a friend. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. So until next time, goodbye.